Welcome. Welcome. There are major upside risks right now for the cryptocurrency markets. I want to talk about that. I will go ahead. Bitcoin charts, Bitcoin news, Ethereum, Solana. It's all happening, guys. Hydrate. Because it's going to be a hot show. You're going to need it. Hot damn, it's hot in Dubai today. It says it's 39, but also says it feels like 48. You walk outside, you're like, yeah, I buy that. Sure, why not? Lots to cover. Answering your questions second half of the stream. Let's get it. We got a lot to talk about. So, breaking. This dude citing an Israeli official mediation. They definitely need some more Zen over there. Holy shit. Anyway, mediation efforts to stop the war with Iran have begun. Now, where that goes, I don't know. But realistically, look, unless absolute chaos strikes out, and nuclear war breaks out, or Iran closes the Straits of Hormuz, chances are that now, with all the bullshit that's gone on in the last week, what do we start looking at? Upside risk. That means resolution to some of this bullshit, that some kind of negotiated settlement's going to be reached, and there's not going to be a full-blown massive multi-month war. Hopefully, gosh, let's pray for peace, man. It's effed up what's been going on, straight up, for people on both sides, okay? Gold dumping, no wars today. The gold bugs know, man. The gold bugs know. And actually, if they're going to close the Straits of Hormuz, or if there was real fear that the Straits of Hormuz were going to close, I think oil would be way higher already. And I don't think that's the case, as obviously oil is not surging up like that. It's had a nice little run up in the last week, but not like they're going to close the Straits of Hormuz run up. So probably not going to happen, the worst thing. So then what starts happening? Positive de-escalation starts happening, okay? When de-escalation starts happening, or some kind of truce, ceasefire, whatever bullshit gets announced, price is going to go up, okay? So let's all just pray that the killing stops and that both sides just chill the F out. And everybody's going to be happy, okay? Stop the fighting, seriously. Someone needs to get on the phone to Benjamin Netanyahu, be like, bro, meditate, bro. Let's be Zen. Come on. Anyway, jokes aside, honestly, let's hope that everything chills out soon. And that does provide a lot of upside risk in the markets, where peace probably is going to send charts soaring, okay? Plus, check this out. Mr. Crypto reporting this. The EU is prepared to accept flat rate U.S. tariffs under clear conditions. Bullish for markets. Bullish for markets, okay? Bullish for markets. Let's see. Let's see. I mean, look, there's still a lot of things that can happen, for whether it be tariffs or conflict escalation or whatever, right? But realistically, we're probably going to see a lot of deals get made. China and the USA have de-escalated, right? They're with tariff reductions. Well, they're working out a deal. There's, I think, a rumor floating around that we could see a deal with, was it Vietnam or Thailand? I think Thailand's about to get a deal. So we're going to see a lot of these top economies getting deals done in the next few days. Next week or two, we'll probably see a lot of stuff announced. So big things are happening, guys. And again, it's upside risk, because as more resolution comes, as more of the fear narrative gets torn down, well, it's bullish for markets. Bullish for markets. Follow the developers of Solana. I was just making a video on Solana right before we got onto the stream. That's why I was about a minute late today. There you go. Is it stressful being so close to Iran and Israel? No. Fine. It's fine. There's no problems here currently. Obviously, if something starts happening here, that'll change my stress levels around that situation. I'm currently not worried about it at all, because, of course, Dubai is just across the Persian Gulf from Iran, right? But so far, so good. So far, so good. I guess it's about as problematic as, I don't know, being, where would you probably be? Being in Poland, something like that. I imagine most people in Krakow are just living their lives normally, not too worried about what's going on in Ukraine. Anyway, obviously, let's hope for peace all around the world, in Ukraine too. Be nice to see grandma again. She's getting old, man. She's just stuck in the middle of the country. Anyway, it's a different conversation. Price of Bitcoin. Let's have a look. Check this out. We are back above the 20-day EMA, baby. Let's effing go. Nice. Let's obviously see if this can compound into something more serious. We are starting now to trend back up for a potential MACD bullish crossover. You can see the last one, because of the macro geopolitics BS, got faded out and canceled. But maybe if we can see, again, some resolution or some de-escalation of any kind, it's probably going to be kind to the markets. Let's see how this goes. Currently, we still have 13 hours to go for this particular candle. The volume has not been super awesome throughout these last few days. Obviously, the sell-off volume and the buy back up, I mean, that was wild, man. Look at that. Retouch the 50-day EMA, bought straight back up. Volumes here have not been awesome, as you can see. Volume here is not currently super awesome either. But if we can close above the 20-day EMA, I think that's a good indicator for us. Continuing. Check this out. $1.6 billion film studio Angel buys 300 Bitcoin, launches a Bitcoin treasury strategy. Let's effing go. Now, it's only 300 Bitcoin, Lark. That's not a big amount of Bitcoin, is it? Well, you know, it's enough. If every company out there buys a couple hundred Bitcoin, you're going to run out real fast, man. Hey, what is up? I love it. I received $500 deposit from your daily giveaway. It's currently up 24% on Solana. Let's effing go, dude. That's awesome. That's the kind of stuff I love to hear. By the way, we're giving away some free money again in a few minutes, so stick around, guys. That's crazy. Nice one, man. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Check this chart out from CryptoCon. According to the time between cycle tops and cycle bottoms, about 150 weeks, the Bitcoin cycle top will be October this year. We've got about 21 weeks or 5 months until we get there. How are we shaping up so far? Other cycles had already completed their first cycle top. By this time, we're preparing for the final run. Some people are under the impression that the cycle will extend in 2026. Because of the slower price action, most data seems to favor the cycle will be complete by the end of this year. It's interesting, you know, regardless of your sort of bias right now. Justin, yes, it is really me. Welcome, Justin, from Facebook. What's up, man? Not many people watching on Facebook, but how's it going? So look, base case is we got about 5 months to go for the market cycle. A bunch of treasury companies pile in. They drive the price assets up between here and the end of the year. And then bada bing, bada boom, it's all over for some shit that happens in 2026. And then everything goes down. So let's see how it goes. I think there's also a lot of a case to be made that this cycle actually goes way crazier and way longer than people think. But it'll be not the kind of crazy parabolic, oh my gosh, everything's going to the moon and wild stuff. Will be a lot slower grind. Slow up and to the right for a lot longer than people expect, following along with the stock market, which probably goes for a few more years as well. Decode, this time is not different. All these pages keep reloading when I open. This time is not different. Your expectations just too risen. The real move has not even started. Think about this. Here's an interesting one. Now, if that move starts in, let's say, 2 or 3 months, let's say the end of summer, for the macro trend, right? Then look at the previous times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we had these sort of 8 to 10 month moves in risk assets. This is about Bitcoin, right? But we had 8 to 10 month moves in risk assets after we flipped green. So if that's the case, again, this adds more fuel to the fire for the 2026 narrative or even longer, okay? Lark's checklist before live. M2 check, business cycle check. Not talk about ICP. Never, never, never. The coin which shall not be named. Guys, I got big news for you. They have finally found a use case for Polkadot and Cardano. Check this out. This is I cannot believe this shit. Honestly, Polkadot community split on proposal to convert 500,000 DOT into Bitcoin via a year-long DCA strategy. That's not actually that much. It's like $2 million a Bitcoin or something, I guess, right? It's not $4 per DOT or something like that right now. But interesting. It's spicier though. Charles Hoskinson suggests swapping $100 million worth of Cardano from the Cardano treasury to buy Bitcoin and stablecoins to boost DeFi and stablecoin ecosystem on Cardano. Look, that's hilarious. They're literally just gonna buy Bitcoin. They're buying Bitcoin. They're buying Bitcoin, guys. I mean, hey, a lot of altcoins treasury companies. Why not? Why not? Get your foundation money out. Get your treasury foundation money out. Just dumping into Bitcoin. Everyone else is doing it. That's hilarious. Yeah, Sui. Oh, yeah, we never talk about Sui around here. Get out of here with your Sui nonsense. Oh, good old Sui, man. Hey, let's give some money away, guys. By the way, if you are a cryptocurrency trader, it's probably you guys. BitUnix is a hot spot to be trading. It's where I'm doing most of my trades. You guys see I'm doing trades over there. It's where I'm doing most of my trades these days. Here's the deal. You can get up to $2,000 in trading bonuses. That's pretty insane. So the more volume you do, the more money you get back in your account. You can also deposit money and get money back. So you can deposit $500, you get $100 back, $1,000 you get $200 back, and $2,000 you get $400 back in your account. Plus, we're giving away $1,000 a day, and we're going to do that right now. So how this works, we are doing Monday, don't skip Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, 5 days a week. We're giving away $1,000. Okay. We're giving away $1,000 every day. $500 to 2 people. You one of those people. So far, we got 385 people on this list. We'll start a new list going here from tomorrow. Okay, but this is your chance to win $500. Last time, on Friday, the 2 people won $500. Both had only deposited like a couple $100, and so got a great return on that. Let's see. Obviously, we're excluding anybody who deposited less than $11 simply because someone's been trying to game the system here by putting in these $10 deposits. So let's go ahead and choose 2 winners here. Make sure we get nice, legitimate people, real users. So let's go ahead and have a look here. Grok's thinking about it. Grok, what are we doing? 142 and 309. 309. Oh, here we go. Look at that. Look at that, man. I love to see it. This dude put in $76. He's getting $500 back. Yo, that's awesome. Let's go. So that's user ID 557217171. Obviously, we're just sharing user IDs, not email addresses. So you're going to have to go and check what your user ID is. Sorry, guys. We are trying to make sure that we preserve people's privacy because that's part of what BitUnix is doing. No KYC, no VPN. Congratulations, 309. You are a winner. Check it out there. Obviously, you can claim that. The guys will put it, they put it in manually. We're just running a spreadsheet here, so they'll put it in manually in a few hours. They'll come back, check this, and put it in. So maybe check back tomorrow. You should have it there. It'll be in your My Rewards Center. Okay, so you have to go and claim it there in your My Rewards Center. They don't just automatically add it to your account. You have to go claim it. So that's number 309, and the other guy was 142. Oh, 142. No, excluded. We're going to have to do one more. Do one more number. Let's see what Grok's gonna do this time. 254. We haven't actually got one of those yet. 254. Oh, here we go. Nice. Look at that. That's a good one, actually. This guy deposited $1,000. He's getting $500 back, like 50% rebate. Awesome. Good stuff, guys. Congratulations to the winners. If you want that to be you, link down below. Go check it out. So let's continue here. Cookie.fun. They've got some great mind share stats here. Look at this. I love the way they lay it out. So what are the coins that everyone's talking about today? Obviously, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, all the big shit, right? But what's interesting, Cardano, Hype, Solana, right? What's interesting, you see some of these hot meme coins, dogs, dog to the moon. People really love that meme coin, don't they? Fart coin, of course, remains one of the hottest coins in the market. ZKJ, Polyhedra, that was one of the worst airdrops. I think they airdropped everybody like, what was it, like $20 worth of tokens on ETH main chain. So you couldn't even, the gas fees were so bad you couldn't even claim your tokens, let alone move them or sell them. You would lose like $30-40 just doing that. They pretty much screwed everybody over hardcore on that. And I guess, I don't know, probably one of their wallets got compromised, or just the devs are exit scamming because they don't give a shit about it anymore. And about $40 million worth of tokens were sold, and the price went down about 80%. Classic. Link, this is hilarious. It's from Bold Leonidas, though, the original meme. So shout out to @BoldLeonidas for the meme. But anyway, man, that's real. Which token is this? All of them going down. Tony the Bull got a good chart here for us. Bitcoin dominance weekly. Logarithmic MACD looks ready to pull some kung fu on altcoin snake style. Up and to the right. Let's go. Let's go. Study memes. Francis worked hard for 20 years to save $100,000. Chad turned $7 into $600,000 by investing in Fartcoin. Let's go. That's hilarious. It's true, though. It's true. People out here working their entire lives, you know, busting their asses, going to some shitty job, and this, you get my members out here just putting a few bucks into Fartcoin and making a fortune. Oh my goodness. Lark, did you buy the dip on Whiff Pengu? I did not buy any Stinky Baby Hippo coins. It's not one I'd hold on spot personally, just for degenerate gambling. Pengu, I did buy some more. What the heck did I buy? I bought Pengu, Pepe, and Solana the other day. Okay, that's what I bought, I think, on Friday. I guess prices probably went a little bit lower. Were they buying some on Saturday? I can't remember. I think I came down, bought some stuff on Saturday too. But anyway, I did buy some of those. Whiff, I've got a futures trade open on. That's currently going okay. Fingers crossed there's no geopolitical macro bullshit today that dumps the markets and hits my stop loss. Be just my luck, wouldn't it? Anyway, a lot of good coins out there on sale. We're still in an uptrend, guys, until otherwise proven. Micro cap companies planning XRP or sold treasuries are probably scams, according to Van Eck. You know, yeah, a lot of them will be. I've been saying this, guys. It's the toxic leverage of the cycle. I just want you to remember that. Okay, so when you're going, look, some of them are going to be good. Like David Bailey's, he's got the Nakamoto company, doesn't he? Strive, which is backed by Jack Mahler and the Tether crew, like those are like legit. They're not gonna rug pull. But we're seeing some absolute bullshit coming out now. Some of these micro cap companies that are buying random fucking altcoins and stuff, like great on the way up, way back down, it's gonna be bad. DeFi Dev Corp share in this one. Solana monthly active users pushing to an all-time high. It's crazy, isn't it? Crazy. We're going to go so much higher on Solana. Solana, NCMO says owning 1,000 Solana is the new American dream for young investors. I mean, my dude, let's go. Let's go. As a response to Jeff Park saying owning 1 Bitcoin is the new American dream for younger investors. Now we've moved it up, man. Now it's about owning 1,000 Solana, baby. Let's do it. Let's do it. I don't know. It makes sense. You know, get yourself 1,000 Solana and just relax. It's going to be worth $1,000 someday. 1,000 Solana worth $1,000. You're eating, man. Get that 8-9% APY. Do the numbers. It's pretty good, isn't it? Solana ETF coming soon. $150 Solana. $150 Solana. Where is everybody? Nobody wants to buy $1,000 bucks. Everyone's going to line up around the corner. Someone's got to be the exit liquidity. Not you. Not you guys. The other guys, when they come in, okay, they're going to be the exit liquidity because someone's got to do it. We thank them for their sacrifice. Someone's got to buy the top in order for you to sell the top. Don't think too hard about it, okay? Just think about this, you know. Yeah, sure, you know, you're selling them these coins at the top and they're buying the coins at the top. But you never know. If they had not bought that Solana at the top, they might have gone out and spent all their money on crack. You just saved somebody from a crack addiction. You should be patting yourself on the back. Not only did you make a bunch of money by buying low and selling high, you saved somebody from a crack addiction. You're basically a saint. So, you know, let's keep it all in perspective here, guys. Anyway, Solana. Currently, my buddy, come on, let's get it up. Currently getting rejected of the 20 and 50-day EMAs. Let's see how the rest of the day closes out. We still have 12 and a half, 13 hours for that to finish its daily candle. So let's see. My trade from earlier may get stopped out. That's fine. Like I said, we're either going to catch momentum and push beyond the 20 and 50 days here, or we're not, and I will reassess after, which I'm also totally fine with doing. But let's see. That wick on that candle right now, not looking super hot. Going to put that out there. So if we do get rejected here, then, you know, maybe we see it come back down over here to the 140 range or something again. Let's see. Let's see how long it takes us to get back over these. Once we close back with the 20 and 50 day, it's probably off to the races here for Solana. Because again, that ETF is coming, man. It's coming. By the way, guys, we've got a, you can go check this out. It's linked down below. It's free to join, by the way. We still started a Facebook group where we're just posting charts and stuff like that. So if you're hanging on to Facebook anyway, you want somewhere we're posting some charts, trade setups, stuff like that. It's free. Check it out. There's a link right down below here. Have fun. We'll see you over there. Check this out. Cointelegraph sharing this. Ethereum whales and sharks have been boosting their holdings. In fact, they bought $3.8 billion. Okay. It's interesting. Retail investors took profits. Classic. Very, very, very interesting. Very interesting. Chubb says, do you think if Solana drops below 154 during the day but closes above 154, it's still bullish? I would say getting above 156, 157 and putting a daily close in above the 20 and 50-day EMAs, that's what flips it bullish, okay? That's the thing. Can I get your older crypto vids on VHS? Facebook, I still use MySpace. I know we all love to clown on Facebook, but there is a surprising amount of you guys hanging out over on Facebook every day, okay? It's one of those things. You don't like to talk about it. It's not, but you're there. You guys are hanging out there. I know you are. I see you guys. I see you guys. So, look, I know X is the absolute hot spot to be. But, yeah, we're going to try to put this cool Facebook community together. And so it'd be great to see you guys over there. If you are hanging out on Facebook, don't worry. I'm not going to tell anybody. I'm not going to tell anybody you're hanging out on Facebook. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Your secret's safe with me. Anyway, continuing. Kyle sharing this one. ETH just got a heavy flush. Open interest on Binance dropped 19% as prices fell from $2,800 to $2,500. Longs that cleared out fast. Some panic, some forced leverage reset. Fear starting to creep back in. Good. Resets are good. This is actually a pretty crazy chart for ETH. Seriously, ETH WTF. 5 weeks of just sideways action, man. It's crazy stuff. Starlink finally bought their Sharplink Gaming bought their $500 million in ETH, becoming the number 2 holder after the Ethereum Foundation. I wonder when the next raise is going to be. It's coming. It's coming. These guys are going to have billions in ETH. Billions. Only a matter of time. Ethereum today. Oh, man, look at this. Look at this. Right back up to the damn 200-day SMA again. And we're still... this ETH chart's just nuts, man. Blows my mind. Check this out. Look at this. The 200-day EMA is still curling up and to the right. The 200-day SMA still curling down and to the right. These things are kind of squeezing and squeezing. The price just squeezing in between the two of them, right? So let's see how the day closes out, obviously. But if we can get back with the 20-day EMA, I think that's a good shift of momentum, okay? So let's see how it goes. Once we get back above the 200, this could be the time when it happens. Does anyone actually like to use ETH? I mean, look, I use ETH on a semi-regular basis. There's still some stuff I have to do over there. But most of what I do these days, most of my on-chain activity, I'd say 95% or more, probably about 95% of my on-chain activity is done on Base or Solana. AI agents, farming, meme coins, stuff like that. Bitcoin, every once in a while, you might just move from point A to point B for whatever. ETH, yeah, still a few things I do on ETH from time to time. It's fine. It's fine. But I don't use it very much anymore. I really don't. Anyway, let's see. Let's see how ETH closes out today. If it closes out in between here at the daily candle in that zone, it's not bad. Bit of a wick, pushing it back down. Maybe there was some macro news that came out. People who use Facebook use Ethereum. That's a good one, man. That's a good one. Hilarious. By the way, Aerodrome got some big news the other day. So was the Coinbase Summit the other day. And basically they said that they're going to start pushing a whole bunch of volume on chain. And of course, Aerodrome benefits massively from that. We had a huge candle to the upside from 54 cents up to about 85 cents in a few days. So about a nice, 50, 60% rally there, whatever. Not bad. Not bad. Let's see if it can actually now catalyze and hold the momentum and stay above the 200-day EMA. Aerodrome's still looking good, man. It's one of those ones. Realistically, the play for Aerodrome would have been to have the balls to lock it up for 4 years, man. That's where the money's made on Aerodrome. I just it's never just, I don't know. Maybe if I'd bought it for 5 cents a year and a half ago or something, I probably would have done that. But buying it between, I don't know, 50 cents or $1 or whatever, just that's a lot of money to lock up for 4 years, man. Anyway, regardless, probably still decent trade here as well. Great platform, Aerodrome. Fantastic for farming if you can farm it. It does have very high farming emissions. So if you're just buying and holding a spot bag, keep that in mind. Okay. But yeah, good things happening to Aerodrome, man. Love it. Good stuff. Good stuff. I think this is kind of what we were always waiting for Coinbase to do, to say, yes, we're coming on chain. We're bringing money on chain. Well, it's happening finally. Okay. So one more thing to cover. We got the AVAX stuff, man. One of these days, the price of Avalanche has got to do something. You can't keep getting all this good news forever and just continue never doing anything. Zero shared this. Are you seeing this on AVAX? Monthly transaction count, all-time high. Daily transaction count, all-time high. Monthly active addresses, all-time high. Total transactions, all-time high. Unique addresses, all-time high. Daily gas usage, all-time high. We have the Arena launching meme coins, which are running from 0 to tens of millions, not billions or hundreds of millions usually, but 0 to tens of millions in a very, very short amount of time. We have Maple Story. We have meme coins. We have Off the Grid. All kinds of stuff happening. It's actually crazy. Literally all that stuff's at an all-time high, okay? AVAX fundamentals have literally never been better. Literally never been better. It's so good right now. It's crazy. Kick AVAX in the balls real quick. Come on, AVAX. What the fuck you doing, man? That is just... Avalanche, can we just at some point do something? Hey, you know what? Screw it, man. We got right here? Check this out. Double effing bottom. Let's go. Boom. A lot of coins have got that for me up, by the way. We still have got to go up here, break over it, probably have a bullish retest, and blast on from there. But the price action on this thing has been dog shit. What the fuck, AVAX? And the fundamentals have literally never been better. Now, it feels like there's a massive disconnect. Okay? At some point, the price of this thing's got to move, right? I mean, come on. Come on. Like, really? Now, look. Somehow, I know what you're thinking. Like, how is Lark going to work this into kicking Cardano in the balls? Don't worry, we got it. Somehow, Avalanche is worth less than Cardano. How's that? How is that humanly possible? I literally do not understand. Somebody make it make sense, guys, honestly. How is Cardano worth 23 billion right now and Avalanche is worth 8? Literally, Avalanche is worth 1/3 of what Cardano is worth. 1/3. That's crazy. The valuations in crypto literally make no sense. They literally don't. Let's just have a look at Avalanche here. So you can see Avalanche, $1.3 billion in stable coins, $123 million in DEX volume, which is not all that crazy. Okay, we could really do a lot more DEX volume. They're actually, what AVAX needs is a damn good perps DEX. How about that? That's what it needs. Anyway, these are way better stats than Cardano. Not as good as some other chains, mind you, but way better stats than Cardano. So there you go. My daily kick of Cardano in the balls. You guys know I love Cardano, but it's just so easy to tease, man. To have it, it's just good. Charles has got the beard. The beard is back, baby. Charles coin to the moon. Let's go. Sideways through the summer, rock. Oh, get your red light hats on, guys. Time. One of these days, I'm gonna have to get the hyperbaric oxygen chamber. I've been looking into that. Do future streams in the chamber, man, with the mask on, pressurized. What is up with guns? It's getting its ass kicked. That's what's up with it. I don't even know, man. I'm down like bad on that one. It's one of the most successful games ever, if not the most successful game ever in crypto. it's bridged the gap to Web 2 normies. There still isn't really, they haven't really integrated the token into the a marketplace yet. That's the missing factor. I feel like it's one of those ones that's going to go to billions, man. I don't know why it's that just gets sucking so bad. I know the market's been sucking. A lot of altcoins have been sucking. But man, if there's ever any hope for crypto gaming in the future, it's got to be the guns token. Really, it does. Lark is jealous of Cardano. No. But I do like Charles. Charles is a cool cat, man. And I like to drag on Cardano, but realistically, Cardano doesn't trade based off of its fundamentals. You might say that it does all, but the tech and whatever. Look at the statistics. Look at the actual on-chain stats, daily active addresses, stable coins, all that kind of stuff. And it's abysmal. It trades more like a meme coin, right? And that's the better way to think of it, more like a cult meme coin versus a sort of fundamental valued coin, right? It's popular. The name's known. Normies know it. Charles has got the beard. It's got a crazy cult behind it. So the price stays high and will go higher. And that's basically what you need to know about it. Nothing to be jealous of, man. I want you guys to make money. It's always the case. Just always remember, if there's somebody who's rooting for you to make money, it's me. Okay? I want you guys to make money. And I don't give a shit what coins make money on. Okay? Circle. Oh my God. I know it's insane, man. It's absolutely insane. Circle's the stock is up to $144. It's now a 6x, a clean 6x almost, maybe a 5.5x for IPO investors. That's crazy. The demand for crypto access is through the roof from TradFi money. And when we get these people who are saying the Solana ETF's not going to, the Solana ETF's going to be nuts, man. I think if it hits the wave at the right time, it's going to go crazy. ETH ETF got kind of screwed over by Gary Gensler. It should have been more successful. There was a lot of hype on approval, and then he delayed the actual release into the market by like 4 to 6 weeks or whatever. So by the time they actually hit the market, nobody really cared anymore. The attention had been lost, the hype had been lost, and massive disservice. Protecting investors. Anyway. Yeah. I'm not buying Circle stock here, man. I'm tempted from this perspective. I'd love to have access exposure to stablecoins. Stablecoins are literally like the most successful thing in crypto. Tether's not going to do an IPO. Why the hell would they? They don't need to. Circle did. Circle's basically the USDC coin, and they got all the big partnerships coming through with Stripe and all the big blockchains, and they're probably going to help a bunch of the banks and stuff launch. I can only imagine. $144, $32 billion market cap right now. Don't know. Feels a bit overvalued. Keep an eye on it, though. I think we get a big dip on it. I might add a position. I'm not going to chase it, though. Cosmos. You know, Richard, I just do not hear anybody talking about Cosmos anymore. I feel like even last cycle was always sort of like not even second fiddle, like third fiddle. Like it was always that kind of like nerdy coin in the background that everyone's kind of like, oh, you know. Cosmos, yeah, it's out there, I guess. It kind of does some things, whatever. But like nobody's really like excited about Cosmos, right? I don't know. I probably has a pump with the rest of the market when everything goes irrationally bullish at some point, but it's not where I'd put my money personally. I prefer to put in other coins that go down 50%. Cultured. Thoughts on Cookie DAO? Yeah, well, sure. Let's look at the Cookie chart. I don't know how successful the Cookie guys are going to be with their Cato AI spinoff, let's say, because they're sort of going in that same info data route stuff, but cool. So they basically at this point retraced the pump that they had here. Right, this it's a crazy pump, wasn't it? It was like 100% almost. There's the thing here. That's why I've got the brush on. Hold on a second. It's crazy because they had this wild run, like let's call it 100% pump approximately, on the announcement of their farming program, and they're launching the InfoFi stuff. I mean, they're already doing InfoFi for AI agents, but they've expanded that. In fact, we shared their chart here. That's from cookie.fun. That's the Cookie DAO guys. So this is great. I love that. That's cool info. Anyway, currently, just dispassionate looking at the chart here. Currently, like a lot of coins, is trading under one of its key moving averages. It's attempting to reclaim it. We've seen a lot of coins do this exact same daily chart today, pump up, hit a key EMA, and be pushed back down in the last few hours. So can we catalyze momentum for the rest of the day and actually see prices move higher on a lot of coins? Don't know. We're going to see. It'd be nice if we get some daily closes above some of these key EMAs, okay? Watch for the MACD to flip bullish again. Watch for the RSI to get back above the control line. So Cookie, I would say, is a bit lagging behind some other coins right now. Put this up here as well. RSI downtrend will be broken around the same time that the control line gets broken. So RSI back above 51. MACD bullish crossover. So when the histograms turn green, and ideally some daily closes above the 50-day and maybe even the 20-day EMA, and this thing could be off to the races again. Essentially, I would like to point out very, very clearly, even though short term, we are in a downtrend, okay, with sort of lower highs and lower lows coming in. Actually, it's an equidistant one. This is maybe mini double top scenario. But anyway, currently in a mini downtrend short term. The bigger term trend has been higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Not technically higher high. Let me just count that in the same higher high, higher low. Higher high, can this be our higher low above this one? If so, uptrend maintained, it's all good, gonna go a lot higher. But how high, I have no idea. How sticky can their InfoFi product be? Let's see. I mean, they're probably always gonna play second fiddle to Cato, who's the first mover and has got a lot more traction and excitement. So I don't know how successful that's gonna be. Let's see. Let's see. I did have a very small amount of Cookie to use their AI, premium AI features a few months ago. I sold it. I don't think I'd take a position again based on sort of my current feelings around that, but that's just me, not telling you what to do with your money. Any hope for AI 16Z? I think what they have to do is they have to catalyze some vision for the token. What the hell does the token do? Nothing right now. Auto Fun launched. It was supposed to be a competitor to Pump Fun and all that kind of stuff. Dead on arrival. A couple of coins went to a few $1 million in market cap, but I mean, look at how unsuccessful Auto Fun was compared to AVAX's The Arena, which now has runners that go from 0 to like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 million a few times a week. It ain't Pump Fun levels from the big days, right? But it's not bad. I mean, AVAX has got some shit going on, right? AI 16Z, a lot of people are using the framework. A lot of people are excited about it. I wouldn't totally count them out of the race. I think all it takes is one little spark and this thing takes off. But I have exited that position, by the way, and flipped it into virtuals, which I've been doing a lot more on anyway. I've been very active in the virtuals. I mean, not super active in the virtuals ecosystem, but I've been more active in the virtuals ecosystem, you know, buying AI agents and that kind of stuff. So yeah, anyway. Any thoughts on Kita? It's been ripping. Yeah, sure. Let's have a look at Kita. By the way, Kita, let's go. By the way, Kita, I'm not even sure it goes the whole now. I feel like we got, yeah, who would have listed this first? Well, that's KDA. No, find the right one here, guys. Hold on a second. You know, some of these lower cap coins can be hard to find. Bitmart. Who's got this thing? Who's got some decent some history on this thing here? A lot of, I'll bring it up here. A lot of KDA is coming up, but KTA, not many listings for it, which is not fantastic. Blowfin, let's see what Blowfin's got. Yeah, here we go. Blowfin's, yeah, 15th May. Anyway, is that really only that old? Anyway, Kita, we did, as soon as this thing came into the market, I feel like it's got a little more history on like Dex Screener. Anyway, besides the point, yeah, it definitely must. It must have more history on Dex Screeners. This is pretty late. It's been out for a few months now. Regardless, about a week after it came out, we did a report on it in the Wealth Mastery newsletter, highlighting this as something that's got potential. It was worth, I don't know, $20 million market cap or something at the time. So it's gone up a lot since then. I, of course, didn't buy it. Should follow my own reports sometime. Jesse did a great report on it for the newsletter. But yeah, it's been absolutely ripping. So TA-wise, by the way, massive pullback here from a strongly overbought reading here at 80. Price currently down, went down 56%. It's currently down 42%. Often after these big overbought readings on RSIs for these altcoins, you see these kind of just horrific sell-offs. 50, 60% is pretty common, actually. So now, of course, the challenge is, will it get the underside bearish retest at the 20-day EMA and be rejected and pushed lower, potentially down to these levels, which are probably, if you really like this coin and your conviction in liking this coin or not will be tested when the price does come down to a level like this. But okay, just FYI, if you really do like this coin and your perception doesn't change based on a major correction, then probably this 60-cent area becomes an interesting buying zone, potentially. I don't think I'll be adding position to this at these levels particularly, but yeah, definitely it's got a lot of excitement. It's had a crazy run. So all my early buys are down 70%. Fuck. Yeah, I know how you feel, man. Does Aptos still have potential to reach 10 bucks? Yeah, yeah. I think it goes to previous highs and higher, which is $20, by the way. But man, it has been underperforming like crazy. Some pretty brutal. AI 16 Z will catch everyone off guard. 30 billion market cap coming. My man, let's go. Fuck yes. That's what we want. That's what we want. Amazing. I hope so. I hope so. For your bags, I hope so, man. I hope you make $1 million off of it. Aren't you influencers tired of saying last dip, final shakeout? It's never, you know what, Capital Ventures. I try not to say last dip or final shakeout or anything like that. Look, the market's the market. Sometimes we're uptrending, sometimes we're downtrending. Sometimes we need to make exciting titles for the YouTube videos, but I hope the actual information that gets delivered is to the point and honest and fair. Sometimes we have some laughs like Cardano. We like to make fun of Cardano, but I'm rooting for Cardano to win. I want everybody to win, okay? But look, the reality is it's been a brutal market for most coins. Most coins have been pretty much slaughtered for a long time. That won't always be the case. I mean, some coins won't come back, but a lot of the big chip stuff like AVAX, I mean, come on, at some point that's going to go, right? But look, in terms of the last dip or the final shakeout or any of that kind of talk, again, the market's the market. Sometimes we uptrend, sometimes we downtrend. We go through cycles. There's never a last dip or a final shakeout for anything ever, realistically, unless the market's end tomorrow and that was it. Final score. What did you get? It's over. No, there's always going to be more dips. There's always going to be more shakeouts, all that kind of stuff. Because that's normal in markets. Nothing goes up in a straight line. Okay, we go up, we correct, we dip, we enter downtrends sometimes, we recover from downtrends, we go up again, you trade the momentum up and down. You can hold some spot bags for a certain amount of time. It's all good. Okay, one or two more, guys. Is your hat smoking? We're good. It's not on fire. It's not on fire. Okay, that's good. XRP pumping just like you, mom. Just like your mom likes it. Mom jokes. Bitcoin. Yes, war is horrific, Adam. Bitcoin's proving its power. It's actually wild to think Bitcoin stayed above 100K during this huge military escalation here in the Middle East. Yeah. KTA is junk. Nothing's verified on chain, says Bruce. Sometimes it's an interesting point, Bruce. And I saw somebody make a pretty big post about that the other day. I don't have a position. I'm pretty neutral on it. I think it would have been interesting to take a position on it as a sort of contrarian bet at like, $15, $20 million market cap. And obviously it played off pretty well. In terms of will it go on and be worth billions and be some new paradigm of money stuff? Who the hell knows? Chances are probably not, if we're just running the odds here. And as we know, most of the crypto coins are vaporware and bullshit and smoke and mirrors and lies and fraud and all the rest of it. I'm not saying that's the case with KETA, just that that's most coins. And so you're running the odds and you're playing a pretty tough game where the odds are stacked in the favor of the house all the time, which is an extractive place that basically steals everybody's money on a regular basis. So I don't know what the future of KETA is going to be, what they're actually going to end up delivering, what value that's going to actually add to the space, but it's had enough narrative to run up pretty hard. And, you know, a lot of people made a lot of money on that run, and I congratulate everybody that did. Like I said, I'm not buying a position here, and maybe in the future, maybe I will. But I also just, I don't need any more coins, man. But yeah, would have been nice to catch that run. Obviously, get the 5x or 6x, whatever went up from the time that we made the report on it. But yeah, the report actually said something similar. Like, we got a lot of stuff to verify, and it's still early days, but you know, yeah. KTA was something the Dubai whales sent during the boring months. Wouldn't surprise me. Cardano to $10. Let's do it. Matthew, what is up? Working in 2 hours early in Oregon. Good morning. Good morning. We're about to finish up the stream, but it's nice to see you here, man. Get my butt kicked on altcoins, up $5 grand on BTC, down $4 grand on almost everything else. Ouch. Ouch. They're gonna have their moment though, man. They will. They will. The sentiment on altcoins, has been pretty freaking rough, man. They basically, most altcoins been in a bear market. There's some exceptions, like Hype's hitting a new all-time high and stuff like that. Of course, I didn't buy Hype, did I? No, I did not. Man, so, you know, sometimes look at my portfolio, I'm just like, gosh darn, I got to just lighten up some of these older bags. They're not even, some of them aren't even that old. They just haven't caught the bid, and they should, in theory, like Aptos or Say, like these are, you know, technically interesting, fundamentally strong, good volumes, good stats. Well, no, nobody gives a shit. Everybody wants to buy Hype. Fine. This bull run will test every crypto YouTuber. Stay strong, Lark. Solidarity, brother. Let's go. Oh shit! He found our secret. We got to end the stream. BJBBAZN. You let the cat out of the bag. You're not supposed to do that. All influencers pump other coins and secretly are buying Digibyte in the background. How'd you find out? Everybody's buying Digibyte. We're trying to keep it quiet, man.